Hey guys, Rock, Florida here, and I am wanting to share with you guys what is different in today's real estate market. People are asking me, how's the market? Well, there's a few things that have changed in the past 20 years or so, and I'm making it a point for the entire time I've been working in this industry to do what's most effective, most profitable, and causes folks less stress. And I wanted to share just a rant. And this is one of these things that I cannot believe still happens in the industry. Okay, people talk about, why do you call your real estate agent? What do you trust them for? What service do they provide that you really need to help effectively sell your home? And many times in those surveys, pricing your property comes up, right? I want to know the best way to price my property to get a maximum exposure and get it sold quickly for as much as possible, right? And back in about 2003 or 4, I started noticing that we had to start thinking differently if we were going to be achieving maximum results for our clients. And I just wanted to share a few things that I continue to notice. And if you see these things, you will know that you're dealing with a 20th century marketing modeling mind. Okay? One of the reasons I joined EXP is to be a virtual agency, publicly traded virtual agency. We can do everything virtually. We do everything to try to synergize technology with profitable, effective results. And yesterday, I get on the MLS and I see that several properties have been released to the marketplace. And I'm just going to share this with you, and there's a lot of method to my madness, and a lot of the reasons I believe one of the metaphors of anything in sales is always ask more than you expect to get, offer less than you're willing to give. But I'm going to show you some things that hit the MLS yesterday that just don't make sense in the 21st century, okay? Here we have several properties that were released in the last day, okay? We've got this little thing on Mimosa at 149.9, 295 on Hidden Creek, 299,950 on Elm Street. Now, some of the things that really boggle the mind here for me are that people still think somehow that's not saying 150, that's not saying 300, and that's not saying 300. Okay, you know, you are supposed to be honest and trustworthy and all this. Let me show you something about this little 150 property, 149.9, my apologies, right here. One of the things that happens, yeah, sure, you'll show up. Here it is on Zillow, one of the major platforms for people searching on real estate anymore. And this search is set up for people looking between 100 and 150,000 on the east side of Fayetteville. And here's this little property on Mimosa, and it even says 150 right there to the Zillow marketplace. Okay? And if you have a search set up for 100 to 150, you'll find that property. Now, it'll be at the top end of your affordability range. You're really probably looking for a deal around 135 or so, okay? 140 maybe. But then you go over here to this other search that's set up from 150 to 250. There's a lot more people. Let's just say between 100 and 150,000, you got 100 people looking there. But you've got 200 people that are looking from 150 to 250. And guess what? At 149.9, that property does not show up in the next bracket. If you're thinking like a search engine, okay, which more of us need to do in this day and age, we need to think more like a search engine when you're pricing things and stick them on the bracket, Okay. A property that is, suggested retail around 300,000, don't put it on the market at 299, 950. One, you're really asking 300. People don't buy more 99-cent candy bars because they're not priced at $1 anymore. And just be honest with people. Stick it at 300. You'll also maximize your exposure basis. I've had a coaching client several years ago. This was back in 2012. It was really hard to sell properties, and he was a for sale by owner. I called him up and I said, you're priced at $144,000, and you've been out there for 5 days and you're not under contract yet. I said, one of the things that you're going to want to consider doing is putting it out there at 150. Okay? Because of the same reasons I just gave you. You'll have a broader exposure basis for your market. You're going to have more people looking at it, and you'll quite likely get more, you'll have more room. It's always easier to come down than to go up. So he did that. He turned right around, he stuck it on there at 150, and he ended up selling and closing it at $4,000 more than he was asking before I called him, just because he stuck it on the bracket. And I just really want to share my appreciation for the 20th century folks that came before us and started marketing things the way they did. I really want to encourage them to get off the boat and start representing your properties properly. Get them out there and price them on the bracket and learn a little bit more about some of that. And if you have any questions, if you are considering selling your property or buying a property, but if you're considering selling a property, give me a call. I'll walk you through some of the ways that you can actually not only maximize your sales price, but limit your time on the market by asking more and reducing your price in a strategy that is actually going to be effective rather than, and there's another rant all its own right there, is when I watch sellers that their representation, their agency drops their price then from $299, $950, and they drop it one day down to like $285. Okay, there's such a thing as an incremental decrease. You don't want to drop 15 grand all at once. My gosh, if you are really sick and tired of having people looking at your place or what, then fine. I do hope y'all are having a beautiful day. If I can be of any service, always feel free to give me a call. And check out our site at realtyepic.com if you're looking for alternative, successful solutions that are more profitable with less stress. And make it a great day.